Do you have TikTok on your phone? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. If you have TikTok on your phone, I'm curious to learn whether you downloaded TikTok this year or whether you have it forever. Of the 2 billion downloads TikTok had, 623 million happened in the year 2020. Amazing, such an exponential growth of a software or of an app. Now there's discussion out to ban TikTok. India already started it, and in the United States, the discussion is boiling up. Is it even allowed? Is it possible to ban TikTok? There is an old court case out where code was considered to be free speech, and code is therefore protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Freedom of speech attaches to code. Therefore, it is also applicable for TikTok, so it cannot be just prohibited. However, TikTok may be banned by a United States ordinance which prohibits Apple and Google to have it available on their platforms. It is possible that the United States government would invoke an act to ensure that foreign nationals, foreign interests would not conflict with American interests and American businesses. So therefore, under this act, it would be possible to block TikTok from being available on those platforms. How likely it is to appear would be speculation at this time, but the long story, very short, it is not easy to ban TikTok in the United States. What is the MAC address? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. The media access control number is something which is used by cell phones, by smartphones, to identify which phone it is. It is something like the VIN number or a car tag where the device is clearly identified by somebody else. TikTok collected in the year 2018 something in the neighborhood of 1.8 million MAC addresses. Why? Maybe because they wanted to have specific advertising or specific videos targeted to a specific phone. So in other words, the big attraction for TikTok seems to be that users get their videos selected by an algorithm to their special needs. So if you and I would have a TikTok account, our TikTok accounts would be different based on our user preferences. Is it illegal to collect MAC addresses? Yes, it is. It's a violation of the terms. And it seems to be at this time that only the Android software on Google phones is something where the MAC addresses were collected, other phones were in the safe. So in a long story short, it is definitely not a good business practice to collect MAC addresses. But what can you as a user do to block this from happening? And the sad news is little to nothing. So therefore, the pressure is up now on both TikTok as well as the Android development system to avoid this from happening again, and for TikTok to explain why did they do that, and even more, who saw the data and how were they used. Do you like wines from Australia? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. Yes, wine from down under is pretty good. $2 billion is a volume of the market for Australian wine. $1.2 billion is exported to China, and wine from Australia equals 37% of the Chinese consumption of wine in general. So it is a pretty significant threat right now imposed from China that they would like to investigate dumping or anti-dumping issues where they believe Australia is subsidizing wines illegally, therefore putting it too cheap on the market. Well, too cheap could be. However, folks in Australia believe it is retaliatory because the Chinese government and the company Huawei has a problem in implementing the 5G technology in Australia. Australia banned, maybe in its closeness to the United States, Huawei from implementing 5G technology in Australia. And now it seems to be pretty funny that the same token is China blocking wines from Australia to be imported. So in a way, the modern trade war continues. The saga continues, not only involving Europe and United States, but also countries such as Australia and China. The global war of tariffs and trade continues. How many employees does TikTok have in Europe? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. And before I answer the question, I'll ask you a second question. How many employees does TikTok have in the United States? And the answer to those two questions are, there are right now more employees of TikTok in Europe, 1,600, than there are in the United States, little over 1,000. TikTok also announced that they are executing on a plan to build a 500 million processing center in Ireland with the idea to host all European data there from European users so that they are fully compliant or even more compliant than they are right now with the European Data Directive, the GDPR. What does it mean in practical terms? And I'm not commenting on political issues at this time, which I never do. But on practical terms, it seems to be that money and business flows where money and business would nurture. So in other words, if TikTok sees more opportunities right now in Europe, they invest there and also they bring people there. 1,600 Europeans are employed thanks to TikTok. And I wonder how those 1,000 will change in the future. The oracle is out, the oracle is up, and maybe it'll happen and it'll revert. But my current musing today is, whatever states seem to regulate business, make decisions based on their business needs.